In today's world, wars are no longer fought only with tanks, soldiers, and missiles. Some of the most powerful battles take place far from battlefield, hidden inside intelligence headquarters, secret command centers, and encrypted digital networks. Behind every major military strike, every geopolitical crisis, and every sudden escalation of conflict lies an invisible struggle, a shadow war of information, surveillance, and intelligence. Across the Middle East, this hidden war has been unfolding for decades. Rival nations constantly monitor each other's movements, track military activities, intercept communications, and analyze enormous amounts of data in an effort to stay one step ahead. Satellites orbit silently above the Earth, capturing detailed images of cities, military bases, and strategic locations. Cyber specialists attempt to break into networks and intercept digital communications. And intelligence analysts work day and night, studying patterns, movements, and signals that could reveal the next major development in global politics. In this silent conflict, information is the most valuable weapon. Knowing where an enemy is, understanding what they plan, predicting their next move, all of this can determine the outcome of international conflicts. This is the world of modern intelligence warfare, a world where secret operations can change the balance of power, where invisible networks shape global events, and where the decisions made in hidden rooms can affect millions of lives. Today, we take a closer look inside the shadow war, exploring how intelligence agencies gather information, track high-value targets, and influence the course of modern conflicts. The Middle East has long been one of the most strategically important regions in the world. Its vast energy resources, critical trade routes, and complex political landscape make a focal point of global attention. For decades, tensions between regional and global powers have created an environment where diplomacy, military power, and intelligence operations all play crucial roles. Among the many rivalries in the region, one of the most intense has been the ongoing strategic confrontation between Iran and Israel. Both countries view each other as major security threats. Their disagreements extend beyond politics and ideology, touching on military strategy, regional alliances, and long-term geopolitical ambitions. Yet despite the seriousness of this rivalry, direct military conflict between the two nations has remained limited. Instead, the struggle has often taken place through indirect methods. Proxy conflicts, cyber attacks, intelligence operations, and covert missions have become the primary tools used by both sides. This type of confrontation is often referred to as a shadow conflict, a war fought quietly, with many actions never officially acknowledged. Over the years, intelligence agencies on all sides have worked continuously to monitor developments, gather information, and anticipate potential threats. Every movement, every meeting, every signal can provide valuable clues about future actions. And in such a high-stakes environment, even the smallest piece of information can become extremely important. Modern intelligence agencies operate on a scale that would have been unimaginable just a few decades ago. In the past, espionage often relied on individual spies secretly collecting information. Today, intelligence gathering has become a vast global network combining technology, data analysis, and human expertise. Agencies now collect information from a wide variety of sources. Satellites capture high-resolution images of cities, military installations, and transportation networks. Signals intelligence systems intercept electronic communications and analyze patterns of digital activity. Cyber units attempt to access computer networks that may contain sensitive information. At the same time, traditional intelligence methods still play a critical role. Human sources, often called informants or assets, provide insights from inside organizations, governments, and military structures. These individuals may have access to conversations, documents, or plans that technology alone cannot uncover. All of this information flows into intelligence analysis centers, where teams of specialists work together to interpret the data. Analysts compare satellite imagery with intercepted communications. They study travel patterns, financial transactions, and communication networks. Their goal is to create a clear picture of what is happening and what might happen next. Because in the world of intelligence, predicting the future can be just as important as understanding the present. One of the most powerful tools used by intelligence agencies today is large-scale surveillance. Modern cities generate enormous amounts of digital data every day. Traffic cameras monitor roads and intersections. Mobile phone networks record communication signals. Security systems capture images and video across public spaces. When combined and analyzed, these systems can reveal detailed patterns of activity. For intelligence analysts, patterns are everything. They examine how individuals move through cities, which locations they visit, who they meet, and how frequently these interactions occur. Over time, patterns begin to emerge. A particular vehicle might appear in the same location every morning. Certain individuals may regularly visit specific buildings or neighborhoods. Sudden changes in routine can also attract attention. If someone who normally travels a certain route suddenly changes direction or disappears from usual locations, analysts may investigate further. In the intelligence world, even the smallest deviation from normal behavior can be an important signal. In the 21st century, warfare has expanded into an entirely new battlefield, cyberspace. Instead of bombs and missiles, governments now deploy highly skilled cyber units capable of infiltrating digital networks across the world. Cyber operations allow intelligence agencies to gather information, monitor communications, and sometimes disrupt an opponent's technological infrastructure. In modern cities and military systems, almost everything depends on digital networks. Communication systems, surveillance cameras, navigation systems, and even power grids rely on interconnected technologies. This dependence creates opportunities for cyber specialists. By penetrating secure networks, intelligence agencies can sometimes access valuable information about communications, schedules, and internal operations. These cyber capabilities have become a powerful strategic advantage. A successful cyber operation can provide critical intelligence long before any physical confrontation begins. Despite the incredible advances in technology, human intelligence remains one of the most valuable tools in espionage. Often called human, this form of intelligence relies on people rather than machines. Informants, insiders, and undercover operatives sometimes provide information that no satellite or computer system could ever obtain. These individuals may have access to internal discussions, private meetings, or confidential documents. For intelligence agencies, building and maintaining these human networks is a long and delicate process. Recruiting sources often takes years of trust building and careful planning. But when successful, a well-placed human source can offer insights that completely transform an intelligence assessment. Many of the most significant intelligence breakthroughs in history have come not from technology, but from individuals willing to share information. Modern intelligence agencies face a unique challenge. They now collect more data than ever before in human history. Satellite imagery, communication signals, financial transactions, internet activity, and surveillance footage generate enormous volumes of information every single day. The real challenge is making sense of this data. To solve this problem, intelligent organizations increasingly rely on artificial intelligence and advanced data analysis systems. These algorithms are capable of identifying patterns hidden within billions of pieces of information. They can reveal connections between people, organizations, and events that might otherwise remain invisible. For analysts, these tools act as powerful assistants, helping them identify important signals among massive amounts of noise. In many ways, artificial intelligence has become one of the most powerful weapons in modern intelligence warfare. Beyond intelligence operations and military planning lies another crucial factor influencing global tensions: energy. One of the most strategically important waterways in the world is the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow passage connects the Persian Gulf to the Arabian Sea and serves as a critical route for global energy transportation. Despite being relatively small in size, nearly 20% of the world's oil supply passes through this corridor each day. Oil tankers carrying energy from countries like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Kuwait, and Qatar travel through this route to reach markets across Asia, Europe, and beyond. Because of this importance, the security of the Strait of Hormuz is closely monitored by governments and international organizations. Any disruption in this narrow waterway can have immediate consequences for global energy markets. Even small increases in regional tensions can affect shipping routes, insurance costs, and oil prices worldwide. When geopolitical tensions rise in energy-producing regions, the impact quickly spreads across the global economy. Oil prices often react immediately. Shipping companies may face higher insurance costs when transporting goods through potentially unstable regions. Financial markets closely monitor developments because energy prices influence everything from transportation costs to manufacturing expenses. Countries that rely heavily on imported energy are particularly sensitive to these changes. In Asia, many of the world's largest economies depend on energy shipments passing through the Persian Gulf. Even short disruptions in supply chains can affect economic stability. For this reason, international leaders pay close attention to developments in the region. The stability of global markets often depends on maintaining secure trade routes and preventing major disruptions. As technology continues to evolve, the nature of intelligence warfare is also changing. Satellites are becoming more advanced, capable of capturing extremely detailed images of nearly any location on Earth. Cyber capabilities continue to expand, allowing nations to operate within digital environments that did not exist just a few decades ago. Artificial intelligence is accelerating data analysis and enabling faster decision-making. At the same time, geopolitical tensions in various regions ensure that intelligence operations remain central to national security strategies. In the coming years, the competition between intelligence agencies may become even more complex. The battlefield will not only include land, sea, and air, but also space and cyberspace. The world we see in headlines often represents only a small part of a much larger story. Behind major geopolitical events lies an intricate network of intelligence gathering, analysis, and strategic decision-making. Thousands of analysts, cyber experts, field agents, and military planners work behind the scenes every day. Their work remains largely invisible, yet its influence shapes international politics, security policies, and global stability. The shadow war of intelligence rarely appears in public view, but its consequences can determine the direction of conflicts and the future of nations. And as technology continues to evolve, this hidden battlefield will only become more significant in the years ahead.